ladies, happy Black Friday. I hate that name. But anyway, I want to talk today about domestic violence. It doesn't get talked about a lot anymore like it used to. So I want to kind of, just revisit the conversation because unfortunately it's still happening in this day and age where men fight women. How much of a bitch of a nigga do you have to be to fight somebody who you know for a fact is no competition to you? Like, who does that? But anyway, these men, a lot of them, they are controlling. They have low self-esteem. They are insecure. They suffer from mental disorders like bipolar, schizophrenic, personality disorder. And it happens. It happens. And for the sake of love and trying to keep the family together, a lot of women make excuses for men who hit them, who mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally abuse them. I was in a abusive relationship before, twice. One was more of emotional abuse than physical, and the other one was physical abuse. Both of them were short-lived. Should not have happened at all, but sometimes stuff sneaks up on us. But they were both definitely short-lived because I don't be playing with these dudes. Like, I'm not finna play with you. Like, what is wrong with y'all? So it definitely happens to the best of us, the smartest of us, the strongest of us. It definitely happens. But what we need to understand as women, as much as we are nurturing, as much as we want to keep our families together and our relationships, and men who we have been in relationships with for years, sometimes 3 to 5 years, 10 to 12 years, sometimes longer, we don't want to give those relationships up because we're going to feel like we wasted our time. But if you don't do it for anybody else, do it for your children, because it is definitely a hurtful, scary thing for children to endure. It gives them nervous conditions. It gives them PTSD. It makes them aggressive. It makes them angry. It can even make them abusive. So as hard as it can be sometimes, choose you. Even if you don't choose you, choose your children. Because for a man to fight somebody, again, who they know is no competition for them, it's really a sad thing. A lot of them need help, and a lot of them are just fuck niggas. So, unfortunately, it could be because of mental disorders, but a lot of them are clearly just fuck niggas. And what I mean by that is they get a kick out of mistreating women or controlling them or having power over them. But, it's very rare. When I say rare, I mean really rare that you will meet a woman who can actually beat a man. But I seen a girl beat the hell out of a man. I seen a girl beat the hell out of a man before. When I tell you she slung that nigga around like a rag doll, she slung that nigga around like a rag doll, baby. Punched the hell out of me. It was unbelievable. But, again, it is very rare case. Just thinking about it makes me laugh because it was unbelievable how she beat the hell out of him. She was a big country girl, too. I think her name was Brenda. We used to all live in L-Town. Girl, when I tell y'all, she beat the hell out of that nigga. So if your nigga fighting on you and you know you can't win, go look for Brenda in L-Town. So anyway, domestic violence is not funny under no circumstances. And to see women unhappy and have to walk on eggshells and blame themselves for making a man mad enough to hit them. Well, maybe if I wouldn't have made him mad, or maybe I talked back too much, or, you know, maybe I just need to give him his space. No, baby. No. Maybe y'all need to separate to give him an opportunity to work on himself. Or maybe y'all just need to break up. Either way, it is a sad thing for kids to have to see that. I felt like this is a video that was much, much needed. It's on my YouTube channel, so I figured I would share it with Facebook because it is very sad and it is a very serious situation for a man to use his fist. Even the palm of a man's hand is very powerful. And to hit a woman, especially a fragile woman, any woman, it's really sad. And they are bitches, unfortunately. They are B-I-T-C-H niggas. So, you know, it's okay to give him the opportunity to get the help that he needs, and maybe you guys can reunite and see if it can work out. But when I tell you, this is not this is not something that changes overnight. Usually if a man is angry and abusive, it is something that he's dealing with internally. So if he has something that he's battling internally, it takes healing. It takes healing, and you should not be his punching bag. Yes, I could have waited until I got off the bus to say this, but I will forget. So I just feel like I needed to say this. I needed to do this video for women all around the world, all over Chicago. It's not a specific person that I'm talking to. It's not a certain demographic that I'm talking to. All races of women in different age groups deals with domestic violence. Even in same-sex relationships, women deal with domestic violence abuse. But for a man to fight a woman, I think it's pathetic. And I just want the best for women. I really do. Nothing I do or say comes from a judgmental place. Some of the situations that I speak on them because I've been in the situation myself. Like, so I understand. That's why I speak on it. It's not to bash anybody or to be like, oh my God, you're stupid for not leaving, or you're weak for not leaving. But what I will say is that you're making a big mistake if you don't leave. But I'm gonna say really quickly, a lot of us have probably seen the movie, a lot of us have probably seen the movie Four Colored Girls. And the reason I'm using this as an example is because we need to take accountability, because even though this was a movie, men do kill women. There is a lot of domestic situations where the woman ends up dead, or sometimes vice versa. The man ends up dead because the woman feels like she had to defend herself. But for the most part, let's just speak about the kids that can end up dead. In the scene where Michael Ealy, with his fine, weird self, dropped her kids out of the window. He dangled her kids out of the window and dropped them to their death. That was sad. And even though it was a movie, it is reality. It really does happen. So I said that to say, the lady who was playing the role, I forgot her name, but she blamed everybody. She blamed the man, she blamed the man, but really, like the grievance counselor told her, at some point, you have to take accountability and blame yourself, because had you left him until he got the help that he needed or left him, period, your kids would still most likely be alive. Because, again, the accountability has to go to somebody. It has to go to somebody, and yes, he has to take accountability for it because he did it. But we have to take accountability for the fact that we stay in certain situations that can either cost our kids their peace or cost them their lives. And it's sad. It is hurtful. And it's sad, but it is our reality that if we don't make choices that are better for us and our children, we can sometimes end up in these predicaments where not only do our kids pay the price, we pay the price because now our kids are gone. Now our kids are gone or dead or removed from the household because they've been taken by the authorities. We have to pay the price for that. We have to live with that decision that I did not do what was needed to protect my children. So I said all that to say domestic violence is real. It's all around us. And we have to be more mindful. We definitely have to be more mindful. Baby, I'm not even finna go there. I'm not even finna go there. A nigga better not flinch at me. Do you understand me? He better not flinch at me because I don't ignore red signs. As much as I have loved a man and will love again, I don't make excuses for men. I don't make excuses for people anymore. It is what it is. We have to get rid of this delusion that a lot of us women have. We have to get rid of that delusion where we are ignoring signs and red flags. Well, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can take heed from it. Share with your friend who may be in a domestic violence situation or one of your family members or associates. It happens to the best of us. Who would have thought me, and I don't play, who would have thought I would have been in a domestic violence relationship? I don't be playing with these niggas. So anyway, I am at my favorite place, the library. Happy Friday, Black Friday at that. And I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day.